You're watching The 7 from WATE 6 on your side.
Good evening, I'm Bo Williams and welcome to The 7. Let's get a look at the big 7 stories happening right now, and topping our list, a story coming out of the winter storm, a community coming together to help when the power went out and the trees came down. 2 staffers at the Sevier County Humane Society were stranded after volunteering to stay during yesterday's snow. Now, 3 men spent this morning removing trees from the road leading to the Humane Society. With the road to the Humane Society now clear, staff are bracing for another cold night, knowing they're not alone.
I'm grateful that we live in a community that helps. And with everything that's going on in the world now, it's good to know that there's still good people.
You know, in another act of kindness, another staffer taking 8 puppies home to help keep them warm tonight. Well, another big story coming out of Sevier County's winter weather, power outages. Take a look here behind me for a second. The animal shelter, hardly the only place where the power is still out in Sevier County. The outage map you're seeing right here, the website for Sevier County Electric Systems, each of those red shapes you see represents, well, an outage. More than 500 of them. This means nearly 15,000 customers do not have service right now. And it's hardly a wonder considering all the damage left behind. Today alone, there were 57 tree trimmers working to get the roads clear, plus 160 linemen working to get the power back on. And tomorrow, we understand 5 more 5-man crews will be joining the effort. Now, for many people, it could still be another 24 hours before the power is restored. And for some, it may not be until Thursday or Friday. Now, the CEO of Sevier County Electric encouraged people to find somewhere else to stay in the meantime. As for schools, we've got one closure and one delay for you. Knox County is opening up 2 hours late tomorrow. Rogersville City School is closed tomorrow, but this is because of a problem we've been telling you with the school's HVAC system. Well, with those 2 stories in mind, no surprise that weather is also in our Big 7 list. Despite the sunshine and the melting you saw around the area, the storm team has been telling us to expect another wintry blast before week's end. So we want to join right now meteorologist Ken Weathers over in the Storm Center. So Ken, get us up to date on what's on the way.
Yeah, well, quiet in most areas for tonight. One thing I will point out, we're starting to see a little bit of fog that's developing across the area here in Knox County, West Knoxville, the TIS Insurance Services building. Fog getting a little on the thick side, and that's not a good thing as temperatures are kind of sitting right at about 30 degrees here, 32 Maryville, 30 in Gatlinburg. If the fog gets a little thicker, we could start to see maybe some thin icing on some of those elevated surfaces like bridges and overpasses, so keep that in mind. Not an issue elsewhere. It's really just right here in the metro area. Low temperatures tonight will probably rise a degree or 2, especially after midnight. So if we did see any icy spots, it wouldn't be a concern towards daybreak tomorrow. And highs tomorrow in the upper 40s, which is close to average, but with a lot of cloud cover and brisk winds, it'll feel cooler than that, but this is tame compared to Thursday. I'll explain coming up, Bo.
Oh, my goodness. All right, Ken, thank you very much. We'll check back with Ken coming up here in just a bit for you. Here's another big story connected with the wintry weather. It is travel chaos across the country. Thousands of flights canceled at American airports. It's not just the weather, but also the COVID situation, leading to staffing shortages. But the icy weather sure is not helping. Snowstorms in Northern Virginia stopped traffic for nearly 24 hours. Senator Tim Kaine among the hundreds trapped overnight in a traffic jam there. Back to the airports, the TSA telling ABC News more than 2,600 employees are out with COVID, adding they are concerned but insisting it is adequate staff to screen passengers. Well, a wanted man is on our Big 7 story list for you tonight. Knoxville police releasing the name now, the suspect involved in the deadly New Year's Eve shooting. You see the wanted poster here behind me. This is Detarius Southern. He's 27 years of age, 5'10", weighing right around 150 pounds. KPD has warrants now charging him with murder and the death of Terrell Kemp. Now, the investigation from the Violent Crimes Unit indicates Southern shot Kemp after a fight. He left the scene before officers had arrived and has not been found. Anyone with information regarding Southern's whereabouts is urged now to contact East Tennessee Valley Crime Stoppers. We do have that number for you on your screen. Another Big 7 story, a plea agreement tied to the deadly officer-involved shooting that happened inside Austin East Magnet High School last year. Documents now say Kelvon Foster, you've heard his name before, will plead guilty to making a false, fictitious, and misrepresented statement to a federal firearms licensee. And we first told you about Foster last May. You may remember he had been arrested for providing a handgun to Anthony Thompson Jr., the 17-year-old student killed inside an Austin East bathroom. An arrest warrant states Thompson went to Harvey's Pistol and Pawn in Knoxville on April 5th and then met with Foster. Foster then reportedly went in and bought a gun, admitting to exchange the pistol for cash and marijuana. According to the plea agreement, Foster faces up to 10 years in prison, a fine of up to $250,000, and a term of supervised release of up to 3 years. He is still facing a charge in Knox County Court for providing a handgun to a juvenile. That hearing, by the way, is set for later this month. Our next Big 7 story is an update to breaking news that we brought you yesterday afternoon out of White Pine. According to police, the victim who died was 48-year-old Christopher Ray Welch. And he was pronounced dead at the scene. A 58-year-old man and a 16-year-old girl were reportedly taken to the hospital in critical condition. They were shot as well. Police added a fourth person was involved but was not hurt. And the incident appears to be the result of a domestic situation. Now, the shooting happened around 3:45 yesterday. TBI, the Sheriff's Office, and White Pine Police are still investigating. And our final Big 7 story tonight is an update to Knox County's COVID-19 situation. Today, the Knox County Health Department reported 4 new COVID-19 deaths. By the health department's count, a total of 1,008 Knox County residents have now died from the virus. Active cases are up slightly from yesterday, back above 4,000. And something else to point out here, when you take a look at these numbers, COVID hospitalizations back on the rise. The number of COVID patients for our region has increased to nearly 300 as of yesterday. Focusing in now on the University of Tennessee Medical Center. Take a look at the right-hand side of your screen. This is the number of COVID patients at UT Medical. Right now, the number back above 70 for the first time since mid-October. UT Medical, by the way, says 76% of its COVID patients are unvaccinated.